Good morning, everybody. I hope you've had a wonderful evening. It's now time to do our energy check-in, full reading for lovers in separation. And today's card is balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So we're being asked to balance today in our energies, and let's see what other love energies want to present themselves in this reading. For those of you who are new to the channel, please like, share, follow, subscribe, and put your notifications on so that you know when these live readings are. So if you do want to get a few cards, if you stay to the end of the reading, I will pull some cards on the long reading. Also on every Monday and Thursday at 8 a.m. on New York time, we will be pulling some cards with a co-host, Spiritual Susan. She will be co-hosting with me, and we take one question per person. Donations are greatly appreciated. They're not required. I just ask that you follow, like, and share the channel. So with that, let's get into some of the energies. Spirit, give us some of the energies within this connection we're channeling today. See what else we have here. Spirit, what do you want to tell us? Okay, we've got a few cards here. Let's see what Spirit's trying to tell us. So Spirit is saying the power of love is like a magnet drawing souls together, right? And that's why you need to be balanced. And the universe is guiding you to that special person. Everything. Allow things to take their natural course. And why do we get that? Because most people try to control everything because of all the trauma we're being put through. And so there's more and more need to control as you feel. And that's an illusion, right? And this is what Spirit's saying is, avoid the trap of mistaking a fantasy for a true soul connection. And we've been getting that a lot as well, because there's some discernment that needs to be had, because many people who believe they're on a twin flame journey are actually not. It's just the karmic, but it feels so similar that they don't have the power of discernment. And you have to break past that illusion, get to the balance, get your power back, and as you get your power back, you become more magnetic, right? And dreams. Share your dreams together and encourage each other to make them a reality. And you can only do that once you're balanced, because if you're in balance, those dreams don't get shared. You're afraid to give those dreams out because you're afraid that person is going to leave. And that's when you're in that illusion and in that fear. So let's get a few more messages around this connection that we are working on right here. So let's see what they are. Spirit, can you give me some more information on this connection that we are channeling right now, this love in separation? Give me some messages around this love. What are the energies for today's connection, Spirit? Anything else you want to give us, Spirit? Looks like I missed. All right. See if we have anything else, Spirit. One fell to the ground too. So let's see what we're getting within this connection. Let's see the messages. Okay, so Spirit's saying your person doesn't know if you'll ever change because of the same habits you guys are going through, because you're always in that illusion. You're not choosing to heal. Both hurting. Your person is hurting. Even though you don't feel that they are. By lying, I ripped this apart, right? And there were a lot of lies. There was a lot of dishonesty. There was a lot of illusion in here. And what's needed is forgiveness to get to balance, right? Is struggling to get over the past, and that's probably for the Divine Feminine's message. They're trying to get over that past as well. Passion, insane chemistry, sparks, having fun, equal interest, burning desire, equal interest. That's balance. Indecisive, I know my inability to make a decision hurts you, right? Because they're in that illusion, they're trapped. You're a better person than I. They feel unworthy. Let's get a few more messages. Spirit, do you have any more messages? Hello, Avery Adele. Nice to see you in the read. Please like, follow, and share the channel. And if you'd like a few cards after I'm done the full read, just put a question into the chat window. And it should be about 10 minutes or so for the read to finish. So what else does Spirit want to tell us about this connection and separation? And for those of you who are new to the channel, this is a general reading. I pick up the energies from everybody who likes, follows, shares, and subscribes, and or it gets guided to see these readings. The more you interact, the more I'm able to, pick up on your energies and able to get the story that's closer to what your story is. Right? So your person's thinking not enough, lacking confidence, self-sabotage, right? And it goes right with that unworthy card because they're not feeling worthy. But there's a coffee cup, meeting, talking, savoring the moment, feeling elevated and building friendship, right? And that helps with balance because where you guys probably were lacking was in that space of being friends, right? There was probably a lot of lust, a lot of energy, but not friendship. And without a good friendship, there's not a lot of balance, and it's a bad, it's a bad foundation. If you don't have a good foundation, then it's just going to crumble anyway because it's weighted in the wrong side. Paradise, happiness, joy, playfulness, enjoying each other, honeymoon phase, right? And so we're starting to see that Spirit saying that there's potential for all of this to come through. But you need to make healthy choices. And what are those healthy choices? For some of it, it's eating, but I don't believe the message on the card, even though the card's showing you a lettuce there, a salad. Really, it's more about being good to your body, to yourself. Make those choices and start to heal, right? And the salad is usually when we start to heal, we start to say, hey, I'm getting overweight, my body's not feeling good, I'm not feeding my body stuff, but you're also not feeding your soul good. And you need to start that healing, that self-love, deal with the abandonment wounds, the pieces of, your soul that needs to be brought back into alignment. That's a great little synchronicity there. It seems that you were called to see this for a reason. So let's see what else we have here. Spirit, what else do you want to tell us about this connection? So we got a stack load of cards, just flew right out. Let's see what Spirit's trying to tell us. And cheating, broken trust, right? And that probably happened in the future or in the past. And I'm not sure which one of you two did that, but there was stuff that wasn't going on that was good. Then you were ghosted and disappeared. However, the truth is coming through. It's going to come in with that coffee cup, with that communication, with that attraction. Bonding is going to come in. Intimacy and bonding comes with honesty and truth. And Spirit saying there's going to be a call, right? And this is multiple confirmations and cards that somebody's going to reach out. And that balance is going to bring peace. Again, multiple confirmations. And you're getting signs. The universe is guiding you, again, confirming to this space. And what the universe is asking you to do is surrender. And what does surrender mean? Everybody says surrender, surrender, surrender. What does it mean, right? And what surrender means is that life has a flow. There's an ebb and a flow to it like the tides. And most people fight that ebb and flow because they're trying to control the tide. You can't control the tide. You're going to have months, years of feast, and then all of a sudden there's famine. But that's just the natural cycle of what happens. Things have to align just perfectly for the things that you want to appear. And as you are in more trauma, less and less of what you want is going to appear, and more of what your subconscious is manifesting for you to see what you need to heal or solve comes into play. And so the more you heal, the more bandwidth you give to your conscious mind to be able to create the manifestations, because 99% of the manifestations come from our subconscious mind. And what our subconscious mind is concerned about is you healing and solving the problem, so it's going to keep on repeating the same cycles. So with that, let's see what other things we have here. What else do you want to tell us, Spirit, about this connection we're channeling today? Okay, seems like we got a few cards here. So what we have is stay optimistic. Positive thinking and faith will bring romance, right? And this is where we need to be. You need to be in that place of being grateful for what you have, even if you have not a lot. Like if you have clothes on your back and maybe, a bowl of cereal to eat, that's enough to hold on to lock on to get into that positivity, even if the rest of your life is falling apart. Just be grateful for the one or two things you have, and I know it's tough, right? We all get sucked into that victimhood, and it's easy to do because that's how they keep us trapped in this realm. But we have to find something to hold on to, like Peter Pan said, hold on to that happy thought and start floating above. Leave your fears behind. They are stopping this relationship from blossoming, right? And that's back to here again. Fear is what is stopping everything from moving forward in the way you want. And again, another confirmation, balance. Right? There needs to be a healthy balance of physical, emotional, and spiritual intimacy for a relationship to be sustainable. And this is Spirit telling you to go in and work on your self-love, and however you want to do it. If you visit my YouTube channel, I do spiritual healing on there. I have tons of light language for abandonment, rejection, self-love, self-worth, heart opening. It's all there, YouTube, Silver Fox Spiritual. Go over there. There's tons of stuff. It's light language. It's an energetic form of healing through vocalization. Some people call it like light linguistics. They come up with all sorts of terms and stuff to describe it, but really it's just a healing that you can get by listening to somebody speaking in a tongue that you probably have never heard before, because it's just a remembrance of time that you lived in a much higher vibration. And what you're doing is you're speaking out multidimensionally to heal energetically parts of the body. So with that, if you feel guided, come visit that channel. I have a lot there. I also do personal ones for anybody who's looking for it. Same thing with reads. I'll do personal reads, but they both do come at a cost. Have faith. The angels are working behind the scenes to make this relationship flourish. And again, as you can see, we're getting multiple confirmations. And this, again, is why I use a lot of decks, because I want to make sure we're really dialing into this energy. And you can see the decks, every deck is pretty much confirming what the other decks are saying. They're just reinforcing that story. Soulmate. Yes, this person is your soulmate. Your connection is sacred. And, so what is a soulmate? A twin flame can be a soulmate. A soulmate can be a soulmate. What it is somebody that you have a contract with in this lifetime to have a relationship, right? And that is a soulmate. Twin flames, from what everybody talks about, they're a roller coaster ride, because they're going to really push you to be the best person that you can ever be, whereas a soulmate is a healing connection like a twin flame, but not as, shall we say, dramatic, because they're not pushing you as much. That healing happens over the life of the relationship, whereas the twin flame, you can't even get together until you get to a certain point of healing. You're never fully healed, no matter what you think. You're always going to go through this throughout life and throughout your relationship, but you have to get healed to a certain extent where the mirroring doesn't trigger everything, because your twin flame is going to trigger everything that you don't want to see about yourself. They're going to reflect it out. And when you blame your twin for all these things, actually, if you look at yourself, you find that you're actually guilty of a lot of what you claim your twin is doing. And only when you look at yourself and start to heal abandonment, rejection, all those type of wounds, then you will become magnetic, and that's where the power comes, right? So keep the door open. Don't be so focused on a closed door that you don't see the ones that open for you. And that's part of balance. And why do they say that? It's because if you ever see, first thing everybody tells you is to put up boundaries, right? And so what do? You close the door on everything, right? You're saying, nope, I'm not accepting any of it because you got so hurt on the other side, you just lock the door. And people come knocking on the door, and sometimes those knocks are actually good opportunities, but you don't recognize those opportunities. You don't even see them because the door is locked. There's no window in the door. There's 2 or 3 padlocks there because you are so afraid of getting hurt. And so what you have to do is you have to open up your heart again, but the only way you're going to do that is with discernment, right? Get out of illusion. And once you get out of the illusion, and once you're able to see what is illusion and what is not illusion, then you're going to get to the place where you will recognize what is a true opportunity or not. So let's look at some other love energies within this connection. Spirit, what else do you want to give us with this connection? Hey, we got a bunch of cards just threw out of here. Let's see what we get. The Phoenix, right? This is rising from the ashes, and this is what happens when you actually start to heal. You start to get balance, and that conversation comes in because it's now new. It's that person is not the person that you met before. That was burnt up in all the healing in the tower moments. And now what is arising is a new Phoenix, a brand new person. May be the same person, but it energetically completely new person. But you have to use the discernment to make sure that you're not just being fooled. They're not wearing a mask. Right? The relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform your life. And that it's telling you that old person you can't have a relationship with that old person as that old person was. It's gone. It's dead. The Grim Reaper has ripped them apart, and now it's a new Phoenix. That is the one that you will see if that indeed is your person and not a net new one. Okay, mirroring each other, self-image relationships reflect on our wounds, introspection, and this is where Spirit wants you to be. You're mirroring in all the different things of the healing, even though you think your twin is not. Your twin is healing just as much as you are, and also possibly your soulmate. The runner, right? That person is a runner in a codependent relationship. Fear of intimacy, listening to the ego. And when we see the runner, we generally looks like it's a twin flame reading, and we kind of get confirmation of that with the soulmate. And why do they run? Because you've reflected back to them exactly what they don't want to see in themselves. The Hand of Cards. Take a chance. Take a risk, being strategic options, not showing your hands, and your person is not showing their hands. They're getting ready to take that risk and have that conversation. And again, we see another confirmation with that salad, healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and life, self-love, self-care, being happier, and Spirit saying, healthy choices. Start your journey to realize what it is that you need to heal and heal. Go within and heal. I just keep on hearing that message in my head. Go within, go within, go within. Start meditating, start connecting to yourself to get those answers that you seek. Use a lot of tools out there. I mentioned my light language channel. It's a great tool for that. Other things are out there on YouTube. You go with what you resonate with. Sometimes even a personal card reading can help because it's going to give you insight into what's going on within your situation and where you need to kind of focus, And the ones I do are going to be similar to what you see here. It's going to be a 15 or 20 minute where we're just going to go right through all the cards and see what the decks are all telling you. So again, we have Runner. Do not condone my toxicity, right? And so we're getting confirmation after confirmation. Every different deck we get. Will you save me? I want to make the right... all the things that I regret, right? And nobody will save you because you need to save yourself. You have to go within, and that's the problem, right? And I'm sorry, my silence wasn't to hurt you, and that's your person, that divine masculine, which is, could be a he or her because it's an energy, it's not a gender. That person is, they're looking for that, right? And you are going to need to just realize that that silence was to help trigger you and to help them go within. they're working on breaking the toxicity. Please have patience, right? And they're telling you they're still not ready yet. But the past is going to return to teach us a new lesson if we don't go within. And that's what the cards are telling us, that, you know, you're only delaying this by not dealing with this in here. And so let's now get a couple direct messages from the Divine Masculine Collective. And again, like I said, the Divine Masculine is an energy. It is not a gender. So let's see what the Divine Masculine Collective wants to say. Let's see what he or she has as a message for you. This is from their higher self, the one that knows what's going on within them. And let's see what messages that collective wants to give us. Hey, we got a lot of little messages here, so let's go through them quickly. There's a lot coming out today. So we have move on. I don't feel the same way. I wish you would let me go. I'm sorry, but you need to move on. And for some of you, that is, you know, you're an illusion. That's not your twin, and you do need to move on. It's a very specific message. I regret walking away. I shouldn't have ever let you go, right? And your person's kind of in their head, bouncing back and forth. I'm starting to figure out our connection, what it means. Why? Because they've been getting signs. The universe has been flooding them with signs. And it was too intense. I'm not willing to risk feeling that intensity again for someone again. So I settled for what would be the safest choice for me emotionally, right? And everybody loves to live in their comfort zone. And most of us are in so much trauma that the trauma, the bad behavior, the low vibrational stuff, and I hate to use the word low vibrational because it's judging, but all that stuff is comfortable to them because it's what they know. So if you're living in a war zone and that's what you know, you're comfortable there. You're not comfortable, you know, sitting on a couch watching TV and enjoying life and air conditioning. And so they go back to that zone where they feel comfortable, where they feel that they have control of the situation. Lust. No one can match what we had sexually. Does this mean our connection was solely based on magnetic attraction? And for some of you, that was a huge attraction, but you need more than that. You need to have that soul connection. Unawakened. I don't believe in soulmates or twin flames, right? And a lot of them don't. But guess what? The universe is smacking them in the head, and they're starting to figure it out. In confusion, I don't understand this or why I feel the way about you, right? Because they didn't believe, they don't understand, and it's confusing to them, and they have to go within to get their messages from themselves. And we're going to get one more set of messages from the higher selves, and then we're going to go to advice and timing. So let's go to Spirit. Any other messages that you want the Divine Feminine Collective to get from the Divine Masculine for this reading, the ones that this resonates with? Okay, we got a few cards flew right out. And again, more confirmation. I feel like I'm not good enough for you. Right? We saw that. Not worthy. Long distance. Your person may or be either separated for a long time, or this is someone that is outside of your immediate area, and they don't know what they want. Any other messages from this deck, Spirit, before we switch to some guidance? Okay. I check on you from afar, right? And they're probably watching you through your social media, through your friends, probably with fake accounts. I'm intimidated by you, right? Another not worthy, self-worthy, more confirmations. Our story isn't over yet. We have this potential over here, but when do we get to it? And one-sided relationship, and that generally means that you're in that one spectrum that we have, that one specific person or two or three that Spirit is calling out, and it's very specific, not for this whole reading, but very specific, that you're an illusion and that is not your twin. I've been getting that a lot from a lot of the reads. Some people are in a false twin, a catalyst twin, whatever you want to do it, or just a narcissistic karmic relationship they're labeling as a twin. But you got to get out of illusion to figure that out. So let's get some advice from the Divine Feminine's higher self as to what the divine feminines need to do in this particular situation that we're channeling right now. And Spirit, what can you give us? The Divine Feminine Collective. So we got 2 cards. All right. And the first one is a difficult path is being revealed. And why are we getting that? Because you haven't gone in, these people who are watching this, that this resonates, you haven't gone in and healed. And you need to heal. You need to go inside yourself. You need to connect with yourself because you need to find out what it is, why you keep on repeating the same situation over and over again. And, you know, that definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result because you're still stuck in illusion. But the tree of wishes is calling your name. An almost forgotten wish will now come true. So as you go within, as you start to heal, as you start to listen, see if you notice the card color here. This is a violet color. That generally means divine guidance. So that information is coming to you, but you're not listening. Listen to here to get to here. Here is healing. This is a heart healing. This is a tree. The roots are down there all the way in the ground. They're grounding. They're very stable. That's a stable connection. And you have to heal your heart to do that. So now let's get, where are we in this path as far as where is this going to be within the twin flame path? What part of the journey? And we have 2 cards that came out. Path of least resistance, and that's what Spirit's saying. Stop creating the resistance within yourself and allow that to flow. And Spirit's also giving you a warning. So if you're saying 8-8 or 2-2, right, of any kind, like 2-2-2, 2-2-2-2, or 8-8, 8-8-8, right, Spirit's saying shift or be shifted. And what does that mean? And this is exactly what we've been talking about. Again, more synchronicities throughout this thing. Spirit's saying, look, if you don't go within, you're going to get a tower, and it's going to be a big-ass tower. And choose wisely, you know, as they said at the Indiana Jones and the Holy Grail, right? Choose wisely, because if you don't listen to what the Spirit is saying here, you're in for a rude awakening. Tower moments suck because they're going to force you to see what you're refusing to see because you're in illusion, and it's going to really break that illusion down. So we don't want that. So let's try to work on that healing. This is a big healing message, why it started out with balance. And so let's see, timing, Spirit. I'm going to do a couple timing cards. Give me the timing of, you know, when can we see that conversation? When can we see that phoenix come out? What can we do with that if we decide to heal? When can we start to see that? You're willing to give us a time frame? Okay, and Spirit's saying June, so next year you could see all this play out really well. And what happens if, you know, when is that tower, we're going to ask another question, when is that tower going to come in if we don't choose to heal? It's too many cards, Spirit. I'm only going to take one. When can we see that tower come in if we choose not to go within? And Spirit's saying, just need to wait. The wish will come true naturally. And so Spirit's saying that it could come in at any time. So you have choices here, right? Do you want to live with the chance that this tower is coming in, or do you want to choose, either way, Spirit's going to move you to the right path, into that path of where this is going to come in. But once you get that kind of shift or be shifted, that one's going to be a very rough shift. So with that, that is my read for today. It's been a different read than we've had normally, but I think Spirit is trying to wake a few people up who just aren't listening at this point or haven't paid attention to the signs, and Spirit is trying to reach out to those people. So if you're one of the people that are watching this, this potentially could be one of, this could be your read. Like I say, I always use discernment. This read is a general read, and I just channel what Spirit puts out for the day. With that, that is the end of this read for anybody who is watching on the replay. Please like, follow, share, and subscribe to my channel. I do these live on TikTok. Silver Fox Spiritual, user ID SilverFox9501. I do them usually between 6 and 10 in the morning every day for a long read, and I do some energy reads. If you make it to those reads, if you have a question, you would like a little bit of a mini read, I can do that for you at the end of the main read. All I ask is that you like and follow and share my channel to get that. I also do a read with another person as a co-host, Spiritual Susan. We do that on every Monday and Thursday at 8 a.m. New York time. I do personal reads, so if you want something like similar to this read that we have, around a 15-20 minute read, only channeling your own personal situation, I also do those at a fee. The fee right now is $40 for the summer. I'm matching Susan's special. She's doing that as well at $40. I do personal light language as well. You can reach out to me for either of those two things. And for anybody else, thank you for watching and listening. If you are here and would like a read, for those who are on the live on TikTok, please put your question in the comments now, and I will get to the read.